Aussie, Aussie, angry, 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 Aussie, 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 angry, 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 angry.
Alright, off and running on a Sunday night. Oof, let's see how long we last tonight, given tomorrow, public holiday. Maybe I'll go long. I don't know. I'm essentially not predicting anything tonight. We shall see what we see. Okay, what am I trying to find on the Discord? Okay, all good there. Phantasmagoria. What was that weird thing that popped up on my phone? Oh, get fucked, Apple. They're trying to force me to put Apple Pay on the phone. There's just going to be this red thing saying, okay, what if I say I don't have a credit card? What's it going to fucking do? Like, get absolutely fucked, Apple, you greedy fucks. Hey, Greg, how you going? You're getting a little bit of old school angry there to start off, as I am super pissed off at Apple's behavior. Oh, now it's like, oh, because it's gone on fucking Wi-Fi, which is bad. Oh, Jesus Christ. Honestly. Hello, Madam Butterfly. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I need to kill that process. If we're going to go fucking... Huh. Okay, well, let's just fucking switch Wi-Fi off for now. Fucking hell, honestly. Now, what bullshit is Apple trying to get me to do? Oh, that's the other thing I want to do. Trello. No need to reach for cards. Continue. Place phone on back of card. Oh, geez, that's actually really unsettling. Oh, no. That's actually quite unsettling. Although I made the fucking alert go away. Fuck you, Apple, you fucking pricks. Trying to annoy me into doing that. I want to, I'm not a fucking idiot. I can take a card out of my wallet. And hello, Home for the Elderly and Heine. Now, I was going to do a short. I was looking through my list, and I just randomly picked one that sounded kind of interesting. Wait, what's that one? Platano. Rum, banana liqueur, lime juice topped with soda. Jesus, that's like a Tuesday drink. So fucking hot. Actually, I'm going to make that one on Tuesday when it's super fucking hot. Just make the Jersey Lightning. What's a Jersey Lightning? Brandy, apple brandy, sweet vermouth. Okay, so it's like a brandy Manhattan. A Brandhattan. I just kind of saw one and it caught my eye. And I can't, okay, so I'm just going to friggin' scroll through until I see it again. Oh, is this it? Yeah. This is one they get me with the name. A cocktail called a Lux Capacitor. And I'll be play on the Flux Capacitor from Back to the Future. You always get me with wordplay on cocktail names. I'm going to quickly look up. I do want to drink. My fucking throat's dry. Oh, Burns Night's coming up. So we've got all the Bobby Burns fucking varietals on Diffords. Wait, no, there it is. What's the story behind the Lux capacitor? History. Is there a history? A Phil Ward recipe. Okay, loosely based, so I don't have to feel bad about what I choose. Phil Ward. Will I remember Phil Ward? Who knows? Madame Buffet, recommend for the weather you're dealing with. Poof, something hot, I think. Just a cup of tea or coffee with whiskey in it, honestly. Peated whiskey for the smoky thing. Or make a drink like a penicillin. It has honey and ginger. Something with honey, ginger, lemon, whiskey, and hot water. Or if there's a tea you like, chamomile tea. That's the one I really like. The Le P.B. is made with chamomile tea. Peated whiskey. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, so just something hot with whiskey in it. That's the short version. Okay. No, just to be making something. Okay, I moved stuff around. Was a good idea to move stuff around, but now I see I'm confused about some stuff. I'm going to put that there, and hopefully I'll remember I moved it to there. Is there anything else I really want? Not really. Okay, done. Trello. Give us a moment. We've got some housekeeping to do. Lux capacitor. Oh, wait, that was the other thing. I'm sure it's served up. Yeah, it's served up. Wait, God, what's that garnish? A grapefruit twist. Okay. Speaking of twists, let's twist again like we did last summer. Got to get a twist of orange peel. Ooh. This orange peel is drying it out, making it harder for me to get peels. Try again. Oh, damn, I just burst the orange. Ah, bitch. Okay, this is really giving me a hard time. One more attempt. God damn. I said, God damn, that is just fucked. 5-second rule. Okay. Oh, these are all fucking sad. I'm not putting them on a cocktail. Fuck it, I'm saying. Heine, you mean webcam? Actually, no matter what camera you mean, the answer is no. But I'm intrigued as to what you're asking and why. It is the same webcam. No, same one I've always had. I changed the lighting a bit. Maybe that's it. Okie dokie. I am going to quickly make this cocktail. Ugh, it's a bit hot in this room. I did actually turn the aircon on just before I came in here. Feel a little bit sweaty. Okay. Put the book away. Was doing a video for the book earlier. 3 recipes in the book now. I can get some of my artist friends to illustrate the pages, I think. I have lots of artist friends. Okay, so we want this. Averna and Montenegro. Let's twist again. Okay, what is that light playing up for? Ooh, that would make my high school English teacher lose her shit. If I said, what is that light playing up for? Man, that would make her angry. Tequila. I was thinking this was a rum drink. It's a tequila drink. What's that, añejo? Which one's my reposado? We got to Prospero. Which young Mr. Angry, who works in bars, thought was a fancy one. So yeah, it was on special at Dan's. I mean, I'm not getting real shit ones like Jose Cuervo. Okay, get a few things ready. Get ready, so get ready. I really want to have a really fucking cold drink. Ugh, okay. Then here we go. I don't know how long my energy is going to last tonight. Did get a good sleep overnight, so I don't have that as an excuse. Did have to have a nap yesterday after Friday night. You think I look a bit out of focus? Okay, I think it's just on autofocus. I can play with it when I'm sitting down again. I will look at the settings. Then I sit down. My default is to only have a tiny window there, so I wouldn't really notice if I was out of focus. I'll put it in a large window and check it out. As the Beastie Boys would advise us all to do. Okay. Und so, that is ready. Let us get ready to start. And I'm going to do the thing where I pretend I'm a professional. I'm going to chill my glass. I'm going to put some ice in it. Because that's what the big kids do. Okay, what are all these measurements? Tequila. Okie dokie. Dropped a lot of ice on the ground. I don't want to slip on that. Okay, I think I'm ready to kick this off. See how that's looking. Just realised those beeps are to the rhythm of Shout to the Top. It's pretty good. Okay. Tequila. And then 15 mils of each, right? Okay. That's a lot more than 15 mils. Calm down, son. Oh, no, wait. Okay. I'm forgetting myself. Sherry. Lime bitters. I should have got that out. Light dash of lime bitters. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get Gus Reagan's finger and give this a stir. Smells nice. Be interested if it tastes nice. All right. Interesting. I'll reserve judgment till I have a proper sip of it. Might be a little bit bitter. Can I switch? Oh god, I don't have my phone. Okay, good. Backup. Where's my backup? Julep strainer. Ooh, nice brush line. So over here where it makes this noise. Okay, that's done. Okay. Let's go. That what? Fuck off. Stop fucking with me, Light. What are we doing? Wait, is that turning on? Yes. Don't appreciate it when my lights fuck around. It's not fuck around, find out territory. Let's fucking go. That looks good. Kind of centered. Yeah, there we go. Is this ready to go? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Yowza. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a stirred tequila cocktail. I was caught by the name of it, the Lux Capacitor. Obvious Back to the Future reference. You can always get me with wordplay in cocktail names. Get my attention. Will it keep my attention when I try it? That's the big question. Let's give it a taste. No, this is coming together quite well. It's quite reminiscent of a Black Manhattan. Has a few types of Amaro in it. Also, I'll stress, this is an interpretation of a Phil Ward recipe called Lux Capacitor. There's two types of Amaro. I went with the ones I have, so feel free to go with ones you have or you like, something that you think would suit everything else, because I'm always in favor of some experimentation. I'll show you how to make it. In a mixing glass, put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of Reposado tequila, then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of a dry sherry, and 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of Averna Amaro, and 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of Amaro Montenegro. Then I'm doing a light dash of lime bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink. And I'm straining that into a chilled Nicanora glass. The herbal elements of the Amaro is coming through really well, going very nice with the earthiness of the tequila. This is a nice after dinner sipper, I think. A little bit sweet as well. Not quite a dessert cocktail, but if you're a fan of things like port or other fortified wines, I think you'll like this. It's called the Lux Capacitor. Cheers. All right, that was fairly trouble-free. Time to sit down. Sit down, laddie. All right, switch some things off. Switch this off. Switch this off. Switch the bright light off. Oh. Oh, here we go. Honey, tripod looks to be in good focus. I'm guessing your laptop does search the foreground. Oh, okay. Well, let's have a look. Like I said, I'm going to go. What are we going? Camera. Oh, no, I think I'm just going autofocus. Again, yeah, I don't have an app for this laptop, for this camera. I do on my proper laptop, which, if the stars align, one day I'll actually get from Abigail's place. Yeah. Madam Butterfly, -6 Celsius. Don't have to go to work tomorrow, possibly not till late the week, maybe next Monday. Oh my God, we are getting 40. They're now predicting 44 on Tuesday. Fucking sucks. Now I'm just trying to get something to happen here. Why the fuck is it doing this? What's this? Okay. Sorry, the screen's just doing something that's shitting me. Okay, it does. What's this? Oh, wait, what was that? That made it go away. What was that? Wait, what are my visual effects I can do? Virtual backgrounds. Ooh, color filters. Brightness, contrast, temperature, tint. Okay. Ooh, what are these color presets like? Bright. Ooh, no, that's not good. So we don't want that. Cool. Pop. I mean, that's okay. Ooh, we don't want to go black and white. Vintage. Cinematic. I think I like pop. Ooh, no, that's a bit harsh. Does that look a bit weird? How does that look to everyone else? I was just messing around and noticing they had filters. And I was just messing around a bit. And I'm not sure how this looks to everyone else. Too saturated. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, God, that light's fucking doing my head in, though. We just go back to normal. I have not watched any movies this weekend. Okay. Yeah, Mrs. Angry and I binged the end of season 2 of Severance. Enjoyed that. Yeah. I was not in much of a mood to do much on Saturday. Went out. There was a new neighborhood place not far from our place, in a sort of strip of shops. Someone's opened a pub, but in a space that used to be a restaurant. So, most pubs are freestanding buildings or, completely contained buildings. This is, when you're in it, is very obvious, like cafe, restaurant vibes, which is a bit weird. But we had a couple of drinks and some dinner, and I kept it classic. Had chicken parma. Mrs. Angry had a Caesar salad. They're both really good. And we had a couple of their signature cocktails that were pretty good as well. We'll definitely go back. They were doing a special on Sundays, $7 basic spirits, which is just friggin' wild. But again, they're probably really trash spirits, and I don't know how much of a pour you're actually getting from them. But that tempts me to make my old-fashioned mix. And oh shit, I didn't put the lids on these bottles. That's a disaster waiting to fucking happen. Get your shit together, son. Better get a lawyer, son. Better get a real good one. Better get a lawyer, son. Gonna need a good one to get you out of this one. Yes, I'm really tempted to go back there on a Sunday. $7 spirits, and take my own old-fashioned mix and just turn them into old fashions. Little bit cheeky, but I'm a bit cheeky. What can I say? Wonder if someone would make a scene if I did. It's like I've done it in country pubs, basically, where they don't do cocktails. It is pretty cheeky. It's not like I'm taking my own booze. There is no law against me carrying sugar in my pocket. So, and that's what it is, sugar. Oh, God. Madam Butterfly, cheeky with the booty shorts. Yeah, I'm not breaking a law, but I'm being a bit cheeky because they do serve an old-fashioned for, $20. And I'm talking about buying a shot of whiskey for $7 and turning it into an old-fashioned. I'm tempted to go just to see how big the actual serve. Like traditionally, a serve of spirits is like 45 mils, which would be a bit light for a cocktail. But I'd just put a spoon of the old-fashioned mix in, give her a stir. But we shall see. But yeah, there was a decent range of food in this place, so we are going to go back at some point to try it out some more. But yeah, like I said, it's just a little bit weird because it's not a pub like a standalone building like pubs tend to be. It's a converted cafe restaurant in a suburban strip of shops. It's one of my exercise things. I'm gonna try and squeeze this. It's just very soft sponge, and I'm gonna and I'm fucking putting effort in there. It's like that is straining the little fingy. God damn. I suspect Fidelity, the bartender, wouldn't dig that I'm bringing my own sugar syrup in. Like I said, because they do so on. Hello, Hannah, by the way. If you were bartending, you wouldn't have a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've done it heaps. Whole series of sponges. Yes. And this is from my hand therapist. This is the softest one. This is the least resistance. I'm just trying to bend the finger. Like, fuck me. Going back to see her first thing Tuesday morning. And I'm hoping she sees an improvement. I feel like I've been failing It's still fucking swollen. I don't know that the swelling's gone down. Don't know that the swelling's gone down at all. Little swollen fingy here. But this is what I'm doing. Trying to make a fist. This is really funny to me. Trying to make a fist. I can push that down and come on, little finger. You can do it. Join the fist, little finger. Oh, I am just really fucking strain. I feel sure I'm bending that more than I was last Tuesday when I saw them. Damn it. Okay. Oof. Well, we'll see what the friggin' hand therapist. Oh yeah, Mrs. Angry got the therapeutic putty when she was she had like RSI in her hand. Oh god. Madam Butterfly, you don't want me squeezing any of your body parts. Well, I don't know, maybe you do. You know what? I'm not going to yuck someone else's yum. The way I've got to do it is a non-sensual sort of squeeze, like I really got to dig in. Remember, focus on good pain, bad pain. Yes, yeah, they've all said not bad pain. It's just I'm just pushing it to the point of I can feel the strain, and that's as far as I can push it. So I push it to the point of feeling strain. Like, dang. Okie dokie, artichoke. I mean, that was okay. 7 out of 10. I don't think I'll make that again. I'm not going to rush to make that again. Nothing wrong with it, though. So it gets a 7 out of 10 on the angry scale. Nothing wrong with it, but not good enough to make me want to make it again. As opposed to the one from my cocktail kit, the apple pie whiskey sour. That was like 8.5, 9. Drink them all night. You were told to stop at the very beginning of strain. Repeat because the tolerable point. Yes, that's the whole thing. Reaching the strain point and then stopping and then doing it again because you're able to strain a little bit further. That's why I do them repetitively, like at least 3 to 5 times. The various exercises. It's like, oof. But I've got another clarified cocktail because I had orange juice. And I haven't tasted this one yet. You know what? It deserves a cherry or two. You've got to pick a picture. Dad sent you a picture. He's made a thing for your nephew. Oh, nice. It's a sherry thing. You gotta love it when you get excited about something and you have to share it. All right, working my way through these bigger cherries, which aren't as good as the Luxardo cherries. They're fine. They're like a 7 out of 10. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with them. The Luxardo cherries are a 9 out of 10. Friggin' awesome. Do. All right. From Hell's Dark Heart, I stab at thee. Here we go. I did it backwards again. So I want to eat the least favorite one first. Save the favorite one. Oh, nice. New pick on Discord. Let me have a look. What's the cool thing? I like cool things. Oh, neat. All right, let me share with the class. Okay. So, it's got a horn. It's got a seat. It's got wheels. So that looks more like something that someone else pushes the kid on, because the way it's structured, it doesn't look like they're meant to propel themselves. Pretty cool. Love the colors too, actually. Nice. That's nice stuff. The last Tabithy. It's stab at, actually. And I keep forgetting what that's from. Let's look it up. We're on the fucking internet. Yes, made of wood, on casters. Horn chosen for loudness. Nice. Like, I don't think it's Shakespeare. It kind of sounds... From hell's dark heart, I stab at thee. Oh, it's Moby Dick. Like, just before I looked it up, I remembered it's Moby Dick. Derek and Clive get the horn, yes. So although I did actually look it up, just before I hit enter, my brain twigged and was like, no, it's Captain Ahab saying that to Moby Dick. From hell's dark heart, I stab at thee. Actually, I'm going to make myself sticky, as the actress said to the bishop. Oh, God damn it. That's more of a palaver than I thought it was going to be. Might have to... In fact, I think I do have to go out and wash my hands. Oh, fuck me. Now I've just made a mess. God damn it. I actually have to... Look, I got to disappear for a few seconds. I got to get a cloth. I just made a mess here. God damn it. Ugh. Oh, I'll tell you one, yes, the one thing about these cherries and the syrup, very sticky. Sticky. Okay. Okay. Good Lord. You got a storm rolling in, 37. We don't got no storms, but we're going to get 44 on Tuesday. 30 tomorrow. Oh my God. Madam Butterfly's in a mood tonight, you know, and I have to admit, I'm all okay with it. Also, Home for the Elderly's reference to Derek and Clive. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, I think it's in the 1970s. Peter Cook and Dudley Moore got fucking shit-faced and went into a recording studio and just recorded all these comedy sketches. I'm not sure if any of them were scripted or if all of them were scripted or all of them were off the cuff, but they were basically just going, let's just be as disgusting as possible. They just wanted to have fun. And they recorded all this stuff, sobered up and said, obviously we can never release this, okay? Like we were just being terrible. And they were calling themselves characters, Derek and Clive. And the way the folklore goes was like the recording engineer had recordings of it, and was putting it onto like cassette and sharing it with people. And so it's getting shared around bootlegs. I'm sure I read an interview with Dudley Moore where he said, like, yeah. And then one time this roadie in the States just said, like, oh, I freaking love that Derek and Clive stuff you did. And he's like, what? How do you know about that? And then they found out that these bootleg recordings were really popular, so they just went fuck it and actually released commercial versions of it, and they sold heaps. I forget how many Derek and Clive albums there are. There's a few. Senor Butts McGee, hello, good morning, salutations. How are you? Man, that's good. This clarified cocktail is so mild compared to the one I made a video for. I had the intense herbal and bitter flavors. This is just smooth and sweet and doesn't really taste like alcohol, but it is. It's alcohol. So, gots to be careful. I mean, it's not as strong. Actually, the first drink was probably stronger. But still, I'd say it's 1 or 2 standard drinks. So, gotta be careful. Whereas the first one would have been 2 standard drinks. Maybe even slightly more. So, gots to be aware of these things. Oh, that's actually quite good. Yum. It's like deliberately meant to taste like dessert. This one, like a biscuit base and maybe caramel or chocolate. It's like fucking yummy. Oh yeah, like again, Madam Butterfly. I'm sure someone who doesn't drink alcohol at all or very much would taste this and go, "My God, that does taste like alcohol." I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's just sweet. All the hard edge has been taken off it by the clarification process. And you can see this is one of the lighter ones too. Still looks like pee, but it's pee from a fairly well hydrated person. But that had, what did that have in it? It had, oh, that's right, it had coffee liqueur in it. It's got whiskey and coffee infused whiskey and amaretto, which is like an almond type flavor, and Liquor 43, which is a vanilla flavor. So you can see what I mean. I was trying to get like desserty flavors in there. Hope you already bolted off to your CD collection. Disappointed you only have one Derek. You've only got one Derek and Clive CD. Let's look them up. How many did they release? Derek and Clive. So, created in the 70s. So they released records Derek and Clive Live in 76, Derek and Live Come Again in 77, Derek and Clive Ad Nauseum 78. And there was a documentary, Derek and Clive Get the Horn, which Strictly Say you referenced earlier. More than 100,000 copies of Derek and Clive Live was sold in the UK. Greatest hits included previously unreleased material. Rude and Rare, Best of Derek and Clive was released in 20. I'm sure I've seen, it might have been a bootleg because it's not listed here. Derek and Clive's Greatest Shits. Yeah, it's not listed here, so it must have been a bootleg because I'm sure I saw it. And Buffalo, it's all good sitting down. When you stand up, you'll realize that. Yeah, that's where it gets you, definitely. So yeah, three albums. Like I said, I swear I saw one called Derek and Clive's Greatest Shits. It's not listed. it must have been a bootleg. Oh, that's so fucking yummy. Damn, Daniel. Back at it with your white vans. God's stupid shit gets stuck in my head and I can't get rid of it. You know, I was thinking more about our movie talk the other night. I was thinking of Hall of Fame awards for the 21st century. And I was thinking, you know, the standard award categories like best director, best actor. Actually, I'd probably just even limit it to that because in my head I was going, best score, best production, design, art direction, that sort of thing. But I was thinking of thinking about the first 25 years of the 21st century. I was thinking for both. Well, let's be inclusive. Have three categories: actor, actress, director. And I think for each of those, the best single performance in a film, best performance from an actor, best performance from an actress, best direction of the 21st century for a single film are nominated. And then for each category, like a Hall of Famer, like who had the best achievement, the best run of roles as an actor, the best run of roles as an actress, the best run of films as a director. All right, so you were watching shit run of films. You didn't mind Greedy People. Again, the Greedy People's not an all-time classic, but I found it entertaining because it gets kind of fucked up. And I do like comedies where people do fucked up things. Where people who aren't necessarily bad, but circumstances present an opportunity for them to do something that is not the right thing to do, but will benefit them hugely if they do it. You like the twist ending? Yeah, it was pretty good. We won't spoil it because it's only about a year old. But yes, if you're looking for a bit of fun, Greedy People is worth watching. Senor Butts McGee, greatest IP, Downfall, DC, Marvel, Star Wars. Oh, okay. Who's got the best franchise? Oh, no, sorry. No, I think I understand what you're saying, Butts McGee. Who ended up getting way worse? DC, Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek. Now, that's a very controversial one. And I'm not such a fan of saying what's the worst and what I hate and what not. Although I'm clearly never shy with my opinion, but that can get very personal. And the simple fact is, I've never cared about The Predator. I watched the movies for entertainment. I think DC's never really had a high point, in my opinion. Marvel had a bit of a slide, but yeah. Best franchise, yeah. So what would be the contenders? Yeah, I really like Prey. I know some people don't like it. I really like it. I like the animated one, Killer of Killers, and I like the new one where the outcast predator's got a humanoid robot with him. I thought Prey was really well constructed. I really liked it. It was really entertaining. Oh yeah, Home for the Elderly. Everyone benefits from James Gunn, though. He gave Marvel a real shot in the arm with Guardians of the Galaxy. Senor Butts McGee, you love the Predator, hated the new one. Well, look, again, how we experience art and entertainment is completely subjective. It's not right or wrong. Okay, so I would just go as a counterpoint, not a merciless killing machine. A very common problem with sci-fi and fantasy um, is portraying a race or a species as one thing, and particularly when you're portraying them as bad, or evil or killing machines. That wouldn't make sense for a complete society. And or conversely, I liked the new Predator because they made him an individual and he was an outcast and he triumphed over quite extreme odds. So, Senior Butts McGee, you haven't seen the animated one. It's pretty good. Killer of Killers, I quite enjoyed. But again, completely subjective. So I try not to get into big fights about movies, TV shows, music, art, all those things, because, like I said, our experience of these things is completely subjective. You can apply some objective measurements to technique, but as being part of the punk generation, being proficient at technique is not the be all and end all as well. She didn't like my take on the new Star Trek show. What did I say to upset her? I thought she just got upset because I joked I was basically going to be a totalitarian with the movie things. I think I've only watched 2 episodes of the new Star Trek show, and look, as a Star Wars fan and a Star Trek fan, I think it's important to note that there is a subset of both Star Wars and Star Trek fans who I find incredibly problematic. Senior Butts McGee, that's the thing. See, what I would do if is what you did. If I was watching a thing and didn't enjoy it, I would stop watching it. When I see absolute fucking tools on the internet who are obviously just misogynist right-wing fuckwits going on about particular things, like just not liking something, that's fine. So I said it's good on its own merit, not to be compared with the old ones or something. Pat said I should cool off, did he? Cool your jets, Brett. Yeah. Again, Heine, the thing, and I think this might wear thin with I think this might wear thin with me with the new Star Trek. It's a teen Star Trek. See, Senor Butts McGee, again, if it's not to your taste, it's not to your taste, and that's fine. Did you ever watch the animated Below Decks, by the way? Star Trek Below Decks. That's polarizing. But yeah, I kind of think the teen aspect of Starfleet Academy, what might wear thin on me. Oh, you did? Okay, you watched Below Decks. What was your take on Below Decks, just out of interest? Like, it was interesting. There was that kids animated Star Trek. What was it called? A couple of years ago. It was not bad, but again, you had to frame it. This is a kids show. Yeah, I fucking loved Below Decks, honestly. Whereas Mrs. Angry, who's a Trekkie from way back, didn't like it at all. So yeah, okay. I think it probably stopped you from watching it. Warriors, new rivals, Starfleet cadets. Well, that is seemed to me that was being set up as a big things like in the dark times of the Federation, they were just on a war footing, so they had war cadets, and they're only just going back to explorer cadets. I think it has the potential to be an interesting thing to explore, but who knows? So hopefully you like Deep Space Nine, blend of old school, next generation. Proper inner emotional trauma. There were fantastic characters in Deep Space Nine. Like, just absolutely great characters. It had that going for it, for sure. I feel like everyone's autistic in Starfleet Academy. Just throwing that out there. And anyone who knows me knows that's not an insult. That's an observation. Oops. It's just doing, okay. I think it's just doing something weird to me, and I'm trying to get it to stop doing the weird thing to me. Okay, but, you know, there's so much out there. It's just like, if you don't like one thing, let it go. And it's the same thing, like, if someone dislikes my favorite thing, that's cool. If they just let it go at, I don't like those, that's fine. You know, nobody is required to like anything in terms of creative expression. But when someone wants to make a whole thing about it, and particularly when someone wants to make their identity about disliking something or gatekeeping something, it's just like, oh, fuck off. Once someone starts gatekeeping, I'm just like, this is bullshit. I'm not interested anymore. But yeah, when you get, and the two that really stand out in my mind are, you know, what I have no qualms calling fake Star Trek fans and fake Doctor Who fans. They're the ones you can tell from the get-go they've either never been fans and don't actually watch it, and they're just trying to start shit on the internet, or they are just frighteningly clueless and deluded when they say, like, when did Star Trek get woke? And it was like series 1, episode 1. My guy, have you not been watching? And Doctor Who, why do they make Doctor Who like a social justice warrior? Which is what he's been from the fucking start. So either you actually literally do not watch the show and you're out here bullshitting just trying to score political points, or your media literacy is embarrassingly bad and you have misunderstood every episode you ever watched. And it's just like, fuck me. And those are two pretty ugly things to have to choose from. Are you a horrible person or are you a stupid person? But like I said, straight up, oh, this was not for me. I didn't like this. I didn't like that. That's fine. My personal advice is don't make it your identity. Because that's fucking weird, quite honestly. That's my take anyway. But yeah, so Mrs. Angry and I have plowed through Severance. We will watch Starfleet Academy until we don't want to watch it anymore. We're watching Fallout and enjoying that. We're watching season 3 of Foundation, which is it does my head in. That's one of the adaptations that bears almost no relationship to the source material. Like, has literally only the barest relationship with the source material. So if I was a diehard fan of the source material, I'd probably be upset. But I read the fucking books 40 years ago. Because I'm old. So I don't even remember them, honestly. But what's been interesting to me is seeing adaptations of novels where the writer was actively involved in the adaptation, because then when there are changes, it's like, oh, the author sat with the production company and went, and they had a discussion with, we want to get this, and I want to present it like this. And I feel like there is also an element with the vast majority of adaptations where the people doing the adaptation was like, I don't want this to be note for note for the original. I want to explore some of the ideas in the original and throw in some surprises. So not even diehard fans know exactly what's going to happen. And I'm thinking of my favorite author, William Gibson, the popularizer of cyberpunk and the concept of cyberspace. I won't say he invented it. I don't think he claims to have invented it, but his novel Neuromancer popularized it. The most recent one, which sadly Amazon killed after one season because it was really high-end and quite good, The Peripheral, which was weirdly, out of all the series he's done, that was his most recent. Someone said, let's just adapt his most recent one. And they made some significant changes to the plot. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. They're okay. They're taking that, running with that. And it got shit canned after one season, so I'll never know what they would have done with it. But apparently, I think it's coming on Netflix, Neuromancer, his original cyberpunk story. So I'm looking forward to it. Of course, there's some trepidation because I really like that book, read it a couple of times, and a streaming adaptation is like, okay, could be good, could be bad, could be indifferent, could be a mixed bag. So, and I don't know to what degree William Gibson's involved in that. The person who used to be my favorite author, till it turns out they're a fucking monster and I cannot enjoy their work ever again, Neil Gaiman, he was involved in multiple adaptations of his work. And again, there were significant changes and he was involved in the discussions about the changes. So it's also interesting. Senor Butsnagi, did I see Utopia, BBC series? I did not. I've seen it kind of listed on streaming services and I've gone, that sounds vaguely interesting. But I haven't watched it. Would you recommend it? What's funny is that's been used as the name for a series multiple times. In Australia, it was a satirical political sitcom. It's about, the nightmare of working in government, working on government projects. And a lot of people who work in public sector stuff goes, oh, it's like a documentary. It's actually a little bit painful to watch because it's too much like work. So, okay, so BBC did the original Utopia, and then there's a US remake, which you would not recommend. But do you like the BBC one? Is the big question. There's so much to watch. And, when you have a friend who's got thousands, I might be exaggerating, but I'm maybe not. I think there's thousands of things to watch on Plex. It's a whole thing, as they say in the classics. Anyway, it's going to be fucking 30 tomorrow, and I'm not going to want to go outside. I might do a supermarket run tomorrow. I don't know. So maybe I'll watch some movies tomorrow. So it's a dark thriller. Yeah, I read the synopsis of it, and it's like, yeah. So 700 shows, 7,000 movies. My God. Yes. Yeah. It's fans of a comic find a government conspiracy. Yeah. You've got the Aussie Utopia on Plex. Which, okay, I like it. I like working dog stuff generally, but I'm not really one of the people who praises it without reservation, because I'm like, oh, they do spend a lot of time going after soft targets. Like, it's fun if you just switch off your brain and go, they're having fun about the frustrations of a workplace. But sometimes I found it a bit unsettling. It's like, you're going after soft targets. You could go harder on people who deserve to have you go harder on them. And actually, that's probably a good thing for Home for the Elite. Small doses of Utopia. I wouldn't binge it. But it's generally good. Okay, here's my take. I'm trying to remember the characters. So almost like the two most important characters, Rob Sitch, who's the head of the department, and oh God, I'm trying to remember her name, but she's really good. The comedian who is like his second in command, and she has all these repeated things where she has difficult underlings and has these terrible run-ins with HR, and it's absolutely completely fair to paint HR as maniacs, I think. But there was a lot of stuff like, it was like, oh, no. Oh, not Kitty Flanagan, but she is almost flawless. I mean, in his office, the woman who's like pretty much his second in command in there, Kitty is like PR for the department or something. Kitty Flanagan is almost flawless in Utopia, because she's horrible and she leans into it and she makes no apologies and never pulls back from being awful, which I fucking love. But yeah, the Rob Sitch's character, he's got like a second in command woman, and she's great. But there's this recurring thing about her having run-ins with subordinates, and it's always like the subordinates are the bad ones. But I was watching stuff and going, you're actually a bad manager. You are very bad at communicating. You are very bad at managing people that you have a problem with. It's hard to be sure, but within the context of the show, I don't think they're conscious that she's actually a bad manager. Ooh, top 10 directors. Okay, let's hone in on that. Let's do that talk. Top 10 directors of the 2000s. Senior Butch, you like swift and shift careers, especially Ian Turpie. I think I saw a couple episodes of that. Was that one with Shane, what's his name, in it? The guy who was always on Hey Hey Saturday? I thought it was amusing, but I've only watched a couple episodes of it, I think. Top 10 directors of the 2000s should be easy. Top 5 would be harder. So you're saying Joseph Kosinski did Tron Legacy, F1, Top Gun, Maverick. I mean, that's not bad, but I don't think that's getting him to legend status. I mean, those are accomplishments. Honestly, he should be proud of his career. Those are accomplishments. But I don't think that's going to get him to legend status. But I'm really keen to hear take Sam Mendes. Yeah, Sam Mendes. That's and they're all 2000s. Skyfall. For some reason, I thought American Beauty was older than that. Skyfall, 1970, American Beauty. So yeah, okay, I'd actually put those above the Joseph Kaczynski ones. Oh yeah, no, but that's what we're doing. We're just picking faves. We're not pretending to be objective intellectuals. It's just these are my faves. Yeah. But I'm loving it. This is a great conversation. We should keep going. Because I reckon it would be fun to try and pin down what's the best directed movie of the 21st century, and also which director deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award for what they've done in the 21st century. And there are some big obvious picks, but I'm happy to let you lead this conversation, and I'll weigh in or not. Fincher for Social Network, Gone Girl, Mank. I'm sure Fincher's done more than that in the 21st century, hasn't he? Let me have a look, because I am a bit of a Fincher fan. So let's go. Let's fucking go. David Fincher. Wow, he's 60. See, it's other people being old that makes me feel old. I know how old I am. It's when other people are old I feel old. Okay. Seven and Fight Club were 90s. The Killer? Okay. Gone Girl, which I finally watched recently. Zodiac, which I still haven't watched. Social Network. Oh, God. The English language version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which was not bad, actually. But, you know. Game was 97. Oh, he's doing the Cliff Booth movie coming out this year. Benjamin Button was 2008. Mank was 2020. Panic Room was 2002. He did The Girl in the Spider's Web. Wait, I think Google's doing wrong things. Let's go to his IMDb. Known for. Producer. No, let's go director. Where's he? Director. Previous. 96. He's done some episodes of Love, Death and Robot. The Killer. Mank. The Mindhunter TV series. Gone Girl. He's done a lot of TV. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Social Network. Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Zodiac. Panic Room. Okay. I don't think he's going to come out on top, is what I'm going to say. Well, I watched Southland Tales. Okay. I watched Southland Tales when it first came out. I need to watch it again. It's a lot of fucking movie, honestly. Yeah, no. I can't say I loved it, but ever since I first watched it, I keep feeling like I need to go out and rewatch it. Clint Eastwood is such a technically good director. You can argue with him as a person and some of the messages, but just technical execution as a director, very good. Gran Torino, Absolute Power, Richard Jewell, Sully. Senior Butts McGee, Richard Kelly's in your top 10 for Donnie Darko, Southland Tales, The Box. I think the movie's too clever. Yeah, look, I watched it. I actually watched it at AIDS's place on video when it was new. And I do have it on disc. I need to rewatch it at some point. Because I don't know, was it social satire? Would that be a fair thing to say? Chris Nolan gets Chris Nolan is a front runner, I think. Memento, Dark Knight, well, the whole Batman trilogy, Oppenheimer, Tenet. I know Tenet polarizes people. I think Tenet is an incredible piece of work. Just original IP, really challenging idea, really challenging visuals. It's when Chris Nolan does headfuck stuff, I think it's really interesting. God, I just updated the operating system on my phone, and it's really different. And Interstellar, I give Chris. Okay, you didn't listen Interstellar, but I rate Interstellar higher. It can make me cry. The bits with Murph is just like, my God, this is so intense. Like doing all this weird, hard science shit, but also just this emotional, gut wrenching stuff. That's a fucking achievement. Okay. I'm shortlisting Chris Nolan for Lifetime Achievement Award for the 21st century, actually. So, okay, well let's go a bit mainstream. Okay, let's list Tarantino films of the 21st century. Oops, I can't type. Tarantino. My age, he's a bit older than me. Where's his IMDb? Okay, let's fucking go. Known for producer. Where's his director credits, for fuck's sake? Director. Where's his fucking director credits? Okay, so he's done short. So, okay, his 21st century films. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I love it. Hateful Eight, maybe underrated, honestly. Django Unchained, I love it. Inglourious Bastards, I love it to death. That is probably my favorite Tarantino film. Death Proof, I think, is pretty good. Maybe underrated as well. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Okay, so that's his 21st century. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Death Proof, Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Like, it's a real dude thing to say. It's a real dude thing to say, but damn, that's a pretty good output. And people, yeah, Paul Thomas Anderson, There Will Be Blood, Licorice Pizza, One Battle After Another. PTA, great director. Okay, so those are your favorites. Let's get his whole 21st century oeuvre. Paul Thomas Anderson, filmmaker. 55. He's a young'un. Well, he deserves a few extra points for being a young'un. Okay. Known for director. One Battle After Another. God, the number of them who do fucking music videos and shorts is very interesting. One Battle After Another. Licorice Pizza. Phantom Thread. God, he's done a lot of music videos. There Will Be Blood. Punch Drunk Love. I mean, that's pretty good. So his feature films, Punch Drunk Love, There Will Be Blood. Jesus, that's an epic movie. Phantom Thread, Licorice Pizza, and One Battle After Another. I mean, that's pretty fucking good too. Oh, yes, Robert Rodriguez, great director. Yeah, no, Celtic, yeah, 55. No, I'm also thinking about directors and lifetime achievements. 55 is comparatively young. Most of them are in their 60s. It's not just from my perspective. Okay. I am going to, what's another one? Okay. Let's go Catherine Bigelow. What's she done in the 21st century? What has she directed in the 21st century? House of Dynamite, divisive, but I really liked it. Zero Dark 30, propaganda. Hurt Locker, propaganda, but really well done, and I really like it. Wait, she directed K-19 The Widowmaker. I didn't know that. That's not quite enough to get her on the list. But that's still pretty good, honestly. Okay, so the Coen brothers. Oh, brother, we're out there, no country. Actually, Coen brothers. Damn. Soderbergh for Ocean's 11, Contagion, Side Effects. Oh, Bong Joon-ho, yes. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple I want to look up here. So if I go Robert Rodriguez. Let's go his 2000s output. What films has he directed in the 2000s? Because I do like him as a director, definitely. Not producer. I want him as director. Previous. Okay. Look, honestly, the Spy Kids movies are good. Wait, did he direct Hypnotic? I still haven't seen that, but I'm slightly surprised he directed it. And he directed some episodes of Book of Boba Fett. He seems to have directed a bunch of stuff. Oh, God, he directed Alita Battle Angel. That wasn't great. Wasn't terrible. Done a lot of TV and a lot of shorts. Sin City, A Dame to Kill For. The Machete movies, Machete Kills, Machete, which honestly, I really enjoyed the Machete movies. All the Spy Kids movies. Planet Terror, which I actually liked more. That's the second Grindhouse movie. I liked it more than Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Oh, I had that on disc for the kids. That was good. Sin City, 2005. I do like it. 10-Minute Schools. Okay. Oh, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Not as good as El Mariachi, but I did enjoy it. Spy Kids was 2001. Damn, all the Spy Kids movies. So he has had a big 2000s, yes. Okay, so I want to do Bong Joon-ho to get his full list. What's he done in the 2000s? Okay. Not writer, we want director. Okay. Mickey 17, which I enjoyed. Parasite, which was huge. Okja, which is great. Snowpiercer, which is great. Mother, haven't seen it. The Host, I haven't seen it, but I've heard good things. That's another Korean horror film. Oh, what the fuck? Come on, phone, stop doing that to me. Memory of Murder. Well, big surprise, he's done films I've never heard of. Yeah, Heine, you got to watch them all. Bong Joon-ho, great films. Snowpiercer is great, actually. You could argue it's not subtle with the politics, but it's great. I also agree, Senor Butts McGee. It is hilarious. The range from Spy Kids to Machete is and also from all the interviews I've read with Robert Rodriguez, I love his attitude as well. So we're also saying Peter Jackson. Let's go Peter Jackson for the 21st century. Peter Jackson. 64. There we go. Where are we? IMDb. Let's fucking go. Known for. Producer, no. I want director. Okay. He did The Beatles Now and Then, which I haven't seen. They Should Not Grow Old. I think that's a doco. Okay. The Hobbit films were not a high point artistically for him. The Lovely Bones. Ooh, that was an interesting one. King Kong, not really a high point for him. But, okay, like I'm kind of leaning towards Peter Jackson because I would automatically give greatest achievement in cinema for the 21st century, the Lord of the Rings movies. Whether we give Peter Jackson the award as director of the 21st century, I think I give the Lord of the Rings trilogy incredible achievement in film. Oh, now we're getting arty. Alfonso Cuarón. Let's go. Okay, I have to see Roma because Roma just looks like an art house film, but every fucking shot in that film is a special effects shot. Like when it just looks like people in a room, they're not in a room. It's a fucking set with lights and shit. And the whole fucking room is VFX. I've seen the freaking mega. It's fucking wild. Okay, Alfonso Cuarón as director. Roma, which I so have to see. Jesus, did he direct Gravity? Okay. He directed a short called I Am Autism. Lol. Children of Men. Fuck yes. Oh, God, and he even directed a Harry Potter movie. Prisoner of Azkaban. Y tu mamá también? That was a big one. Honestly, big hat tip to Alfonso Cuarón for, and I'm probably mispronouncing his last name. Yeah, I haven't seen Roma. I saw this. It was actually Corridor Digital when they were talking about special effects. They were talking to the VFX director for it, and they were just showing, like, when you see the film, like, apparently just as a film, it's fucking awesome. But every shot just kind of looks like an ordinary shot. It's a room in a house. It's just, every fucking shot is a VFX shot. It's absolutely wild. Oh, Guillermo del Toro, yes. Definitely an honorable mention for Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro. Let's get his 21st century oeuvre. Also, from interviews I've seen with him, dude whose attitude I like. Okay. Frankenstein and Anatomy. Oh, okay. So he did the Netflix Frankenstein, which I liked. I still haven't seen his version of Pinocchio, which people talked about. Nightmare Alley, Shape of Water, which was great. Crimson Peak. Again, he did a lot of TV. Surprising amount of TV, including he has a Simpsons opening credits bit. Pacific Rim. Holy shit, I love Pacific Rim. His Hellboy movies, Pan's Labyrinth, Blade 2. Damn, Gemo has a great 21st century. Jesus Christ. A lot of people have done great fucking stuff. Senor Butts, McGee. Neil Marshall. Oh, Brit director. Because I know those movies. I like those movies. Dog Soldiers should be seen more. I feel like Dog Soldiers is a very rarely seen movie. It's a surprise werewolf movie. Fuck, it's good. With Sean Pertwee, the third Doctor Who's son, who honestly, they should get him to play the third Doctor, I think. Oh shit, Guy Ritchie. Yes, fuck. Let's shout Guy Ritchie. Okay. Guy Ritchie. What's a Guy Ritchie in IMDb? Okay, what's his 21st century? Let's fucking go. Ooh, the Mobland TV show. I freaking love it. But we're going movies. Fountain of Youth. I don't know that movie. That's 20. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Great movie. God, he's done such good TV. Mobland and the Gentleman. The Covenant. That's not a bad movie. It's not fantastic, but it's not bad. Wrath of Man. Fucking Jesus. Jason Statham movies are so fucking funny. The Gentleman, I think he's underrated. Christ, did he direct the live action Aladdin? Holy shit. Oh, okay. His King Arthur movie was not great. His Man from Uncle movie was not great. I look, I don't mind his Sherlock Holmes movies, Sherlock Holmes and Game of Shadows. I don't mind them. Some people will shit talk them, but Rock and Roller, another one I think is underrated. I like it. I still haven't seen Swept Away, the one he did with Madonna. Oh, look, Senor Butts McGee, you're not alone. A lot of people don't like his Sherlock. I don't hate it. Okay, Snatch is 2000, which doesn't count. Yeah, Guy Ritchie, pretty good 21st century, honestly. Oh, yeah, Lars von Trier for the art house. Let's go Lars von Trier. And I don't know if he's 69. Nice. Okay, let's go. I honestly don't know if I've seen a single Lars von Trier film. Where are we? Director. The TV series, The House That Jack Built, Nymphomaniac, Melancholia. That's the one I've been most tempted to watch. And oh no, I think I have seen Antichrist. Willem Dafoe. Dogville. Dancer in the Dark. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I don't know that I've seen fucking Snatch counts as one of my favorite films, Senor Butts McGee. Oh yeah, no, Wes Anderson. A solid look in. Okay, Wes Anderson, 56. Just for getting away with doing shit no one else seems to be able to get away with, I have a soft spot for Wes Anderson. Phoenician Scheme, which I liked. The shorts he did for Netflix, I liked. We'll leave them out because they're shorts. Asteroid City, I liked. French Dispatch, I didn't like. Isle of Dogs, I liked. Grand Budapest Hotel, I liked. Moonrise Kingdom, I don't think I've seen, but a lot of people really talk up. Fantastic Mr. Fox, I liked. Darjeeling Limited, I liked. Life Aquatic, I liked. The Royal Tenenbaums, I liked. And back to his I Saw Bottle Rocket, his debut when it first came out. So he did a short in 93, and then the feature film came out in 96. Damn, that's, oh, man, that's a pretty good, Wes Anderson, pretty fucking good contribution. Pretty fucking good contribution to the 21st century from Wes Anderson. He's not my favorite director, but if I'm just talking about contribution to cinema in the 21st century, God, I'm starting to lean towards Wes Anderson. Ooh, Danny Boyle, great director. So here's another one, 69. Nice. Okay, Danny Boyle's 21st century output. Director. Okay, so 28 years later, which I liked. Yesterday, which was fun. I think the resolution was flawed on that, but I think it was fun. The Train Spotting movies, 1 and 2. Jesus, I forgot he directed 127 Hours. Slumdog Millionaire. Sunshine. Millions, which is a great kids movie. 28 Days Later. Yep. Danny Boyle, good fucking 21st century run, honestly. Okay, I'm trying to go a bit oblique. Who else can we get in here? I'm looking up some potentials. What else? I'm sorry, I'm just scanning through a list and none of them are grabbing me. Okay, now I just thought of a name. I'm going to look up. Okay. Wow, Jane Campion's 71. I was thinking, what's Jane Campion done in the 21st century? Because she has done some epic movies. Writer, producer, director. Okay. What's Jane Campion? Power of the Dog, which I still haven't seen, but is top. No, that's a TV show. Bright Star. In the Cut. Portrait. No, okay. She has not done a lot of cinema in the 21st century. Okay. There you go. Baby Driver, you saw it, Sim. I fucking loved Baby Driver. You like the meeting John Lennon when he was still alive and had never formed the Beatles, yeah. Oh, Edgar Wright gets a special mention, I think, as well. You know, this has been a lot of fun going through these names. I am actually leaning towards, even though he is not my favorite director. Okay, let's start a discussion. Not my favorite director, but based on this stuff we've put out, just talking about contribution to cinema in the 21st century, I'm leaning towards Wes Anderson. I think I won a competition to get a preview screening of Baby Driver, actually. Really fucking enjoyed it. Very good. And great ensemble cast. Basically, everyone in it's great. James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy, Superman. Yes, James Gunn deserves to be in contention. You like Hot Fuzz, but of the Cornetto trilogy, Hot Fuzz is the best. Shaun of the Dead is really good. World's End is... But Hot Fuzz is definitely the best of the Cornetto trilogy. And again, I just rewatched Hot Fuzz, or half of Hot Fuzz, the other day. Simon Pegg's so good in that. Matthew Vaughn, Stardust and Kick-Ass. Look, Neil Gaiman was my favorite author up to the point it was revealed that he's a horrible fucking monster, and I can't enjoy any of his stuff anymore. Kick-Ass was a fun movie, not least because of how transgressive it was. And I've read the Kick-Ass graphic novels as well, because I'm a comic nerd. I have Stardust novel and a Stardust picture book. They're in a box somewhere. I'm probably just going to let them go at some point. It's just like, ugh. You can still enjoy stuff. I just fucking can't. Like, okay, I am not one of these people. People who do this annoy the shit out of me. People who go, when someone is revealed to be a fucking monster, they go, well, I never liked this. Fuck off. Or they were never any good. Yes, they were. Louis C.K. is a really good comedian. Neil Gaiman is a phenomenal writer. It's just they're horrible fucking people, and I refuse to endorse anything they do from now on. Send your butts, McGee. I'll send them to you. I mean, honestly, dude, stay in touch, and I might. So hopefully, massive Chris Nolan fan, come to Tenet. You're not a Nolan fan. Look, I love the first two Nolan Batman movies. I don't hate the third one, but it felt like a letdown compared to the first two. Interstellar, I just love that movie so much. Tenet, I think, is underrated. Senior Butts McGee. What's the email? Are you on my Discord? I'm not chucking him out. Oh yeah, look, dude. Look, when the time comes, if we're still in contact, I'm not doing it tomorrow, but it's something I will be doing at some point. And if we're still in contact, and you cover the shipping to the and it wouldn't be cheap. Actually, all the Neil Gaiman stuff I've got wouldn't be cheap. But if you would cover the postage to the US, I'd just send them to you. We're in the Discord. Okay, here's an invite to join the Discord, which I think is just a fun thing to be part of. But he liked him from the most people. No, I think Dunkirk's great. Dunkirk is really challenging in the fact that he doesn't do it in a linear way. It's really challenging to work out what's happening in Dunkirk. And okay, let's try to read into it. Why does he do Dunkirk in a non-linear way? And the time keeps jumping back and forth. I think he's trying to communicate the chaos and the unlikeliness of the success. Peter Jackson for Lord of the Rings at House Editing. Oh, and Jesus Christ, the achievements of the Weta Studio. If I was doing like special lifetime achievement awards for the Academy, Weta Studios would get it. I think The Lord of the Rings is one of the most incredible achievements of the 21st century in cinema. I think that deserves a special award. The whole unfilmable books, and you made such an incredible thing. So I kind of think a special award for The Lord of the Rings, a special award for Weta. Tarantino, as blokey as it is to vote Tarantino, I do fucking love Tarantino's 21st century output. I really do. I feel like I maybe need to re-watch The Hateful Eight. And I think Death Proof is maybe just good rather than fantastic. But like, I fucking love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I love Inglourious Bastards. I love Django Unchained. And again, Jesus Christ, we're tying ourselves in knots. The Coen brothers. The Coen brothers are incredible. Senior Butts McGee, you don't have to use Discord much. It just might be a good way to contact me at certain points. Yeah, Coen brothers making indie movies commercial is a good thing. I'm still kind of, and this is funny because, like I said, I'm not the greatest Wes Anderson film, but when you look at his oeuvre for the 21st century and the way he's pushed the boundaries of cinema, I'm still kind of leaning towards Wes Anderson. Mainstream, I'm probably going Tarantino because he's just put out stuff that I fucking love in the 21st century. But yeah, like the Coen brothers, there are so many Coen brothers films that I love. Yeah, maybe it's just because I got the idea in my head. I'm still leaning towards Wes Anderson in terms of directors who made the biggest contribution to 21st century cinema just because of his groundbreaking styles and whatnot, and just getting those films made. I'm leaning towards Wes Anderson. The Academy needs to listen to us, is what I'm saying. Oof. I'm going to have a mineral water. Probably stay up for a while. I'm fucking engaged in this conversation. Mrs. Angry's watching the Australian Open. I keep hearing cheering coming from the other end of the house. Speaking of Oscars, oh yeah, friggin' Sinners got a record number of nominations, I understand. Samuel Butts McGee, Robert Rodriguez gets a good big thumbs up for me. Oscar predictions. Okay. tonight because I'm in the fucking mood to keep going. I'll bring up Oscar nominations. We can do our predictions. Okay. Oscar 2026. Okay. We'll go IMDb. Is it? Nominees. No, wait. No, that's laid out shitty. I don't want that. Okay. BBC list. Let's have a look. We'll use this as our... Come on, internet. Fucking... Okay, let's fucking go. Oh, yeah, do the final 10. Go for it. Yes, let's keep going. Dude, yes, please do it. I'm just trying to be good and drink something non-alcoholic. For bedtime, let's get a mineral water. Oh, yeah. No, you don't have to be quick. Let's just fucking go. Steven Soderbergh. Digital filmmaking. Big budget films with phone cameras. I mean, again, Soderbergh, Hall of Famer, I think. It's funny, every time we do any of these sort of lists and analysis and whatnot, just like, oh yeah, good fucking shit. Also, just speaking about lists, and this is completely a film, keep going with your director list for the elderly, because I'm really enjoying it. The fucking Triple J Hottest 100 was this weekend, and I don't know what was on it. I need to get into it, see what the young folk are into. Bong Joon-ho, yes, brought Korean cinema to the mainstream West. Very, very, very big hat tip to Bong Joon-ho. Just a very good filmmaker with both Korean and English language films. Yep. Catherine Bigelow, and that's why I pulled her stuff up as well. Catherine Bigelow, definite special mention. I feel like she's one of the few women directors who makes dude films, if that makes sense. With, starting with, Break Point and just all the war films she's done. Number 10, two directors, Guy Ritchie and Edgar Wright. Yeah, no, that's a great list. I agree with it completely. But again, your take for out of that list, which is a great list, who would we nominate for biggest contribution to film direction in the 21st century? I'm still with Wes Anderson. Not my favorite director, but just his contributions to the form and breaking new ground and getting extremely unlikely films made. I'm leaning towards Wes Anderson. But, it's just I'm just putting it out there. So you've come up with a great top 10, Charlie. Now you've processed a top 10. If you had to say biggest contributor. Okay, so you're Nolan. See, I could be convinced on Nolan because I like Nolan more. I like Nolan more than Wes Anderson. And what he's done with epic films, with blockbuster films. Such a good conundrum. Do we go Nolan or Anderson? Damn. I fucking love exploring these ideas, though. It's fucking great. So you got that out of your system. We're going to do Academy Awards. Look, I'll bring up the BBC list. Okay. Also, do you want to come on and actually talk? Oh, Senor Butts McGee, out of all our talk of all directors, who would you nominate as biggest contribution to cinema in the 21st century? Also, Charlie, do you actually want to join? I'll put the link for joining if you want to get on and actually chat. So I think you're saying good idea to that. Senor Butts McGee, Steven Seagal, I think, is the personality who contributed the most to cinema. All right. There's the link, and let's do Academy Awards. Put on some pants. You don't have to put on pants. Just keep. For all you know, I'm not wearing pants. I mean, I was standing back there earlier, so you know I'm wearing pants, but I might have taken them off. Honey, yeah, people love F1, man. No, Central Butts McGee, I know you were joking. You don't have to explain you were joking. I get it. Okay. God, there are some funny videos on YouTube taking the piss out of Steven Seagal and deconstructing, particularly the last 10, 20 years, because like 90s was peak Steven Seagal, and then he descended into a caricature of himself. But there are some very funny videos on YouTube taking the piss out of Steven Seagal because he's so fucking easy to take the piss out of. And yes, Senor Butts McGee, he lies all the time. He just lies so much. And there are all these movies he made recently, and he's a fat bastard like me, and he's trying to be an action star, and he seems to be sitting down in all these scenes, like he's being a bad army guy with a rifle. He seems to be sitting down while he's doing it. It's just like, what is going on here? This is so strange. Yes, and he is definitely hiding from various legal problems by being in Russia and being pals with something. Who's Sir Lowborn host? Okay, to join the stream, you have to turn your webcam on. You have to be on camera. Because you have to own whatever you do. No voice only stuff. Because I'm not getting banned from live streaming for someone who won't even show their face. But even people I don't know, I'll let on stream if they put their camera on and show their face. So I am just waiting for Charlie to get pants on, apparently. And then we're going to do Oscar predictions, which will be fun because I will not have seen most of the films. Here's
poos as well. Oh shit! I was talking to myself. Hello. I had to get pants, but also drinky poos. And by the way, night before on Friday.
Yeah.
Heine and I were doing a late night chat.
Yeah, you were chatting.
I decided to crack open or have a glass of the twofold that had the piece of wood in it. And holy fucking shit! I've had it there for like 6 months now, and wow, woody.
Yeah,
woody.
Changes. 6 months was possibly too long, but
was it?
But is it good? When you say woody, is it good?
I'm just going to leave it in there. It's really yum. It's really yum.
If it's good, that's all that counts.
A little bit more.
So what's that one you're pouring
I'm not
now?
using this. I usually use my shot thing, but okay.
We're doing Academy Awards?
Yeah. I could drinky poos, mate. Drinky poos.
So which Starwood was that you were pouring?
That was just. I'm only doing Nova because I don't want you to kick me by putting Coke in it. You know.
No. It's fine. You can. Whatever you want to drink is what you should drink.
I know. I'm just playing.
I know, but Nova's so versatile, though.
Good to talk to you, by the way. Hello, Ozzy.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so can we start with Best Director? Because Best Picture's sort of like, I want to leave to the end.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay, so...
And we're in director mode, you know?
Yeah, okay, let me... I'm going to have to scroll. So
it's going to be Sinners for Best
Picture. Actress...
Stop,
Director. Okay.
Okay.
PTA for One Battle After Another. Oh, Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Josh Saldo for Marty Supreme. Joaquin Trier for Cinema Value. Close out Hamnet. Oh, God, that's a tough call between Ryan Coogler and Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay, I haven't seen Marty Supreme yet either. I've heard.
Neither have I, but I'm just banking on I won't change my opinion if I see the other ones.
It's going to be Sinners, I reckon. As far as they will choose is Sinners. My favorite was One Battle After Another. That scene where they're doing the car chase and they're going over the hills.
The hills. That was. I've not seen that in another movie. That was really good.
My hands were wet, you know, with excitement and thrill. Like, is it going to be this hill? No. Is it going to be?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Is it going to be this hill? You know, like it was. Yeah.
That really was really clever, and I've never seen anyone do it before.
So yeah, my pick is as far as Ryan Coogler is going to take that one for sure.
All right, yeah, and my pick would be Ryan Coogler, not sort of. You're saying you prefer PTA, but I prefer Ryan Coogler.
Yeah,
but it's a close call.
What will win the Oscar, not what we want.
Yeah. So this is just predictions. Yeah, and I think Sinners is going to sweep. Yeah.
Well. There's only so many black people they'll give an Oscar to, you know. Like I don't want to be that guy that puts that up.
Being really cynical, the Academy, which is all white people, gets to feel good about themselves if they give awards to a black film.
But do they feel like they need to feel good about themselves about giving awards to a black people this year? You know, last time they did it was because of the Me Too thing.
I kind of think they will. But okay, so like Best Picture: Begonia, Frankenstein, F1, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Trips. I'm not sure Sinners will get this. What do you think?
Yeah, now that's a tough one.
This is tough.
Yeah, right? Begonia was my favorite, I think, out of all those films.
It's maybe the dark horse for Best Picture. I don't think it's the favorite, but it could get it.
But F1 was such a cleanly made film, like Top Gun was. Every camera spot was exactly where AI should say it should go and stuff like that. You know, like it was clean.
I think it's really hard to split between Begonia, F1, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. I reckon.
And Frankenstein. Del Toro did Frankenstein as well.
I really liked it. I don't think it's in contention. I'll look like a complete chump if it wins.
What's Hamnet? I've never heard of Hamnet.
Hamnet is about Shakespeare's life. So Shakespeare's son's name was Hamnet, and it's widely regarded the play Hamlet was his son died young.
Okay, so it's a biopic.
And people are loving it. Like it's getting rave reviews.
So you know the rule with biopics in the Oscars, don't you?
No, what's the rule?
They always win.
There is a lot of hype around Hamnet, so it might win.
Are there any other biopics in this?
No.
Yep. So Hamlet's going to win Best Picture.
Okay. That's okay. I'm loving that as a bold call.
Yep. So
I think it's a solid chance.
Remember, yeah, we. Yeah, I got to write this down because otherwise I'm going to forget.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it in our personal chat. Okay, so what's your pick?
Okay, best picture. What do I think is going to win? I think One Battle After Another. Okay.
A lot of people were poo-pooing on that one because there are so many plot holes in it.
I don't know. It's not based on what's actually good, but I think, honestly, I think if you're a betting person on odds, I think Sinners might be the easiest bet. But your argument for Hamnet is an interesting one. So, okay, I'm sticking my flag in the sand and saying One Battle After Another.
Okay. All right, I've written that down.
Okay, best actor.
Where's our chat window gone? I can't find you anymore. There we are. Hello. Good. Okay. Best actor. Chalamet.
Chalamet? Maybe. Okay, this is another one where I'm leaning One Battle After Another. I'm thinking Leo might get it for One Battle After Another. Yeah, I don't think Michael B. Jordan will get it for Sinners.
I'm leaning towards Timothy Chalamet because he is the flavor of the month when it comes to Oscar bait.
Yeah, so, you know what? I would actually probably go with that.
Though. That's the thing. I want to see this Marty Supreme movie so much, you know?
I haven't seen it yet, but hype-wise, I'm kind of leaning towards that.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah, we're going with Timothy Chalamet.
Both me and Angry.
Yeah. Okay, best actress.
Okay.
Jessie Buckley, Hamnet. We haven't seen it, so that's tough. Rose. Oh, look, I'm hearing so much hype for Rose Byrne, and if I had like,
that would be my pick out of everything I've seen this year.
Okay, we're both picking Rose Byrne.
The Oscars, they love Emma Stone.
They do, and Emma Stone was very good in beginning.
It was fucking terrible film, and yet she won Best Actress.
Yeah. No, I'm going to go Rose Byrne. Give it to Rose Byrne.
Yep. Okay. I'm going Emma Stone.
Yeah. Oh, you're actually going Emma Stone. Okay, this is a fun one. Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, no. I want to keep them different if I can too, because it's fun for me.
Yeah. So one of us wins, but the potential for one of us to win and the other to. Yeah. No. I'm with you.
Rose. B.
Okay.
Y-R-N-E. And Charlie says Emma Stone. Okay, next.
Best supporting. Okay, God, I don't know these ones. Elle Fanning in Sentimental Value, Inga whatever in Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan in Weapons, Wumi Masako in Sinners. I'm going to go Sinners in this one.
Okay, I agree with you on that one, actually.
Okay. Wumi Masako for Sinners.
Yeah.
Okay, best supporting actor. Benicio del Toro. I don't think he was anything special in One Battle. Jacob Elordi. Delroy Lindo in Sinners. Sean Penn in One Battle. Okay, I am going to go.
Oh. Delroy Lindo, is he the white guy in Sinners?
No, he's the black guy. He's the old black guy who is the musician. There's the young black guy who's the musician.
Oh, from the Five Bloods. I love that actor. He's great.
Delroy, and I don't think Delroy's got.
I don't think he'll win though. I think
they might give him one because he hasn't got one yet.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to do Sean Penn because they feel like has Sean Penn ever won an Oscar?
Oh yeah, I'm sure he has.
Who's Stellan Skarsgård? I know Skarsgård. There's so many bloody Skarsgårds.
Stellan's the dad. Stellan's the
oldest. Oh, okay. Yeah, probably.
And he's really good.
Yeah, Probably him. It's got to be someone who's been like supporting actors. Usually a tribute. You know, like, hey, you've been acting for so long and you've done great work for so long. Here's a little trophy for second place.
I'm torn between Delroy Lindo and Sean Penn, but I think maybe Sean Penn.
K-R-S-G-A-R-D. Angry says Sean Penn.
Yeah. Okay, best director. I have no doubt here, Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
Yeah, well, I'm agreeing with it. Yep.
Yeah. Best adapted screenplay. This is interesting. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, Twain. I'm kind of leaning towards Hamnet here because of the hype I'm seeing about it.
I hate having to agree with you.
You hate agreeing with me.
I have to, you know, like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Just to mix it up, I'm going to go Begonia.
Okay.
Okay, screenplay.
Adapted.
Charlie says Begonia.
Ooh, I love it. Samuel Butts McGee has jumped in with Benicio del Toro or Stellan Skarsgård. Okay, Samuel Butts McGee is going with Benicio del Toro. Original screenplay, Blue Moon was just an accident. Marty Supreme, Sentimental Sinners. I'm going to say Sinners.
Yeah.
Okay. Best song, I think K-pop Demon Hunters has to get in here. It's either going to be K-pop Demon Hunters or Singer. I'm going to go K-pop Demon Hunters. What's your call for original song?
Yeah, Sinners, I Lied to You.
Yeah, okay. We're different ones. We'll see. Now, best original score.
Says, I lied to you. And Angry says
K-pop.
What did you say? K-pop Monster Hunters, or what is it called?
Demon
Hunters. Okay.
Best original score, I would go Sinners. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, or Sinners. I would go Sinners.
What was the last one you said? Sorry,
what?
Best original score. Yep, we did that one already. Yep.
Best original score, I'm going Sinners.
Okay.
Best international feature, I don't know these, but Sentimental Value is getting a lot of mainstream votes. So I would say by default it must get best international.
I need to hit the eBay here.
Best animated should definitely be K-pop Demon Hunters.
It won't be. It's always something international. Like Florida.
But I don't know. All right, then I think we're getting into stuff we don't know shit about. Documentary, costume design, makeup, production design, sound. All right, we've done the big one. Oh, cinematography. We should do cinematography. Frankenstein.
One Battle.
Yeah, actually, I'd go One Battle. Okay, but we want to be different. I'll go Sinners. You go One Battle. Okay. I'll go Sinners. Best visual effects, I think, would be Avatar. Would you go F1? I don't know.
Yeah, probably F1.
All right. Best visual effects. I'll go Avatar. You go F1.
Charlie says Battle. Angry says Sinners.
Yeah.
And then what was it?
Best visual effects. You're going F1. I'm going Avatar. All right.
Okay.
That's the big picture.
That's fun. Okay, so what date is the Oscars?
Oh God, I don't know.
Oscars date 16th of March. So we got ages.
Oh, that's ages. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Last 10 years of animated Oscar wins. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll be fun. Oscar night or post-Oscar night, we'll match up those calls and see who got the most points.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, so yeah, Soul won 2020, which is that Pixar movie with the jazz dude. And then Encanto was 2021, definitely justified. That was great, that film. And then 2022 was Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. 2023 was the Ghibli film, The Boy and the Heron.
Yep.
2024 was Flow.
Yeah, the cat one.
So yeah, it's either usually so going back 2019, Toy Story 4, 2018, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Okay, you're right. You're right. It's going to be K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, because it's genuinely like when young Mr. Angry was staying here for a couple of weeks when he was between places. He wanted to watch stuff with me. He's going, okay, my favorites. He loves animated stuff like Smiling Friends. Have you ever seen Smiling Friends? It's on your play.
Yeah.
Have you watched Smiling Friends?
Not much, no.
I've watched bits of it. It's very funny and weird in a way that I like. But I watched K-pop Demon Hunters with him. Genuinely enjoyed it, and he also like one of his favorite all-time films is Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I love that movie. Yeah,
and for him, it's being the child of an Asian mum. He just said like, with my friend circle, when I say like, my favorite film is Everything Everywhere All at Once. If they don't have an Asian mum, they're like, oh yeah, that was okay. If they have an Asian mum, they go, oh, that hit hard.
Then they start rocking in the corner and holding.
Yeah, they were just like, oh no, that one really got me.
A little bit too real, like,
yeah. Damn, but it's again, I'm anything with Michelle Yeoh in it, I'm gonna watch it. She's just
one of my favorite kung fu movies of all time. Yes, Madam, is Michelle Yeoh and Cynthia Rothrock, and it is up there with my top. It's in my top 3 Hong Kong movies of all time.
Yeah,
it is amazing.
I think the first thing I saw her in was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and
yeah.
I fucking love that movie. And since then, like she's been in so much, and I've watched her. There's still a couple of streaming series she's been in that I haven't watched that I want to watch. I am very much like, if Michelle Yeoh's in it, I'm going to watch it.
Tomorrow Never Dies, James Bond, I think was the first
time she was in a Bond movie, yes.
And then there was a movie back in the late 90s I watched where she rode a motorbike from off a bus.
Yeah.
That was one of those, those police story movies or something like that she did.
Yeah.
With Jackie Chan.
She just did a bunch of action things, but yeah. Once I saw her in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I was just, if Michelle Yeoh's in it, I'm going to watch it.
And you liked that Section 31 that she was in too, didn't you?
It wasn't great, but I liked her.
I need to watch that Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Rings movie. I can't believe I haven't watched that yet.
Okay, there are a couple of... It's worth watching just as an entertainment, but, okay, if people who were into the whole Marvel world, one of the Iron Man movies, I think it was Iron Man 3, the bad guy was the Mandarin. And okay, spoiler alert for a 10 or 15-year-old movie.
Bring it on.
Okay, so the bad guy was the Mandarin. Ben Kingsley was playing that role, and he would release all these videos onto the internet about, I'm going to fuck you up and and it turns out he was just an out-of-work English actor who got hired to do these things, and it was a different person was the actual bad guy. And all the Marvel comic nerds got super upset because the Mandarin was a real character in the Marvel comics who was, a serious adversary and very bad. Is like, fuck you for making the Mandarin a joke. Fuck you. But like the real Mandarin is in Shang-Chi and the Seven Rings or whatever the fuck it's called.
Okay, yep.
And he's got Ben Kingsley's character prisoner because he's super pissed off that he used his name to do all this dumb shit.
Yeah, nice.
So which is such
great having such a high class caliber actor like Ben Kingsley playing this comic kind of role. Yeah,
it's such a good payoff that when they turned the Mandarin into a joke in Iron Man 3, all the comic fans were super pissed off, as Senor Butts McGee is echoing, because the Mandarin was a serious adversary. And then in Shang-Chi, they bring in the real Mandarin, and he's actually got the character, Ben Kingsley, in prison because fuck you for making me look stupid on the world stage. It was such a good payoff. It was really good. And there's a new streaming series coming out on Disney. I forget what it's called, but it's they're leaning into people being less than completely cool with characters that have powers, and it feels very meta. But Ben Kingsley's character is coming back, and he's in it as an acting teacher. Sorry, I'm going to look it up because I'm sounding like an idiot because I can't remember. New Disney Marvel series. Wonder Man. Okay, it's called Wonder Man.
Ooh.
Now, I saw a trailer for it, and I swear to God, I'm all in. So, it's coming out in another week or so. Oh, it's coming out this week. Okay.
January 27th. So, in 2 days. Yeah.
So,
released in its entirety in one hit.
Yeah. So, it's the thing with struggling actors trying to make a remake, and it's this really meta thing where the studio in the show is going like, everyone's sick of superhero stuff and we're trying to breathe new life into it. And of course, in the real world, everyone's sick of superhero stuff and they're trying to breathe new life into it. Yeah. But the guy who is apparently a struggling actor who goes to Ben Kingsley's character, who's this dodgy guy, who's an acting teacher, this guy actually has powers. And if you actually have powers in this world, it can get you into terrible trouble. So it seems to be this really meta thing because Marvel's trying to find its mojo again. And in this series, it's a fictional film production company who does superhero movies trying to get its mojo back again. Yeah. But mind you, I just
that's a great pick. I love it. That looks really fun.
I have so much time for Ben Kingsley, like, super serious actor, got globally famous for Gandhi, even though he'd done heaps of other stuff. But he's a great serious actor. If you want to get very shocked, if you only know Ben Kingsley from serious stuff, watch the movie Sexy Beast.
Sexy Beast, yes.
He's incredible, and it's so breaking the mold on him. It's fucking wild. But then you watch this character.
Sneakers was the movie that made me fall in love with Ben Kingsley. You ever seen Sneakers with Robert Redford and Sidney Poitier?
Yes.
It's about hacking.
Yeah,
I love that movie so much.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie. And he's playing a fairly straight role in that.
Rewind back to Michelle Yeoh. Have you seen the movie The Boss Level? With Frank Grillo and
that's, again, of all the movies that try to recreate the video game idea, I think Boss Level does it really well.
Yeah. And to justify the reason why it's related over and over again, like Groundhog Day.
They set it up really well.
Too, I think, as well, giving a decent justified answer. Yeah, I love Michelle Yeoh. I think she should. Yeah, I'm really glad that we've got her in the acting world, as they say.
There's 2 series. I think they both only went for 1 season, and they're on different platforms, but I want to watch them. There's The Brother's Son, which is a crime film, a crime series.
Yeah.
And there's another one, I think it's called American Born Chinese, which feels so close to It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. When I look at the premise
Oh,
of
okay.
it's not fantasy like Everything Everywhere All at Once, but it's the Asian family dynamic without the fantasy setting.
So
Oh,
there's a movie here that's got my attention I haven't seen called Gunpowder Milkshake.
is that
Hardcore
got
Henry.
her from Doctor Who in it?
Sorry?
Has that got the companion from Doctor Who in it?
Gunpowder Milkshake is Karen Gillan.
Yeah, Karen Gillan from Doctor Who.
Is that
Yeah,
that's from, she's from Doctor Who? Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And it's a pretty lightweight action film, but I did enjoy it.
Yes, we were talking about Hardcore Henry just the other day.
Yeah, that first-person view stuff they do in Hardcore Henry is interesting.
Yep.
It's not the first film to do the first-person view thing.
No.
But it's pretty good.
That director who made Hardcore Henry also did Nobody.
I do like Nobody. And even Nobody 2 is fun.
Just recently, he did another film called Heads of State, which is those two, the president and the prime minister.
Yeah, that's a very silly action movie. But it's a switch your
So
brain
much
off.
fun, though. I mean, action movies don't have to be serious. They just
No,
have
it's fun. I watched it and I enjoyed it.
You know?
I mean,
And I really feel like, yeah, that did a great job.
yeah, John Cena being the US president, and he's like a movie actor who's become president, and Idris Elba being the British prime minister, and he's a very serious, dedicated public servant. It's fun. Heads of State is fun. I did enjoy it.
What other movies was first person? I'm looking them up just to see what
there was a really old one in the 50s or something that might have been the first one.
Oh, Enter the Void. That was a good one. That's that dude who dies and goes, from body to body and bounces all around Japan.
Okay.
That was cool. Upgrade, not really POV.
That's
though.
not first, but kind of video game oriented. Upgrade.
Yeah. And same with the Dread movie, the 2012 Dread film.
I fucking love that. And again, having been the comic that Judge Dredd comes from is called 2000 AD, started in the 70s. And there have been dozens of incredibly good long-running stories in that. Not just Judge Dredd. There's been dozens of really good ones that should be adapted. And it's like, why haven't these been? It's like they can't negotiate a deal. There's been talks of streaming series based on 2000 AD properties for ages, and none of them have come to.
Yeah, I know. You've been saying that for a while that you're spewing. They never actually got around.
There are just so many. And I'm not even talking about deep and meaningful. I'm just talking about action. So many good action series, from sci-fi to superhero to occult and magic stuff to just straight up action. Oh, see, okay, Samuel Butts McGee, what you're talking about, Cloverfield and Blair Witch Project, not point of view, found footage. That's a different style.
Yeah, that's from the camera, not from the eyes.
Yeah. And I'm with you. I actually like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Story.
Although the shaky cam, as a guy with one eye, I can't. I don't like that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I am sure I've told this story multiple times on stream. I saw Cloverfield in the cinema when I went into the cinema, I'm going in, and on the carpet just outside the cinema door, someone is spreading sand because someone up there. And there was a sign saying, "If you have motion sickness, maybe don't watch this movie."
Yeah.
And it's like, if you are starting to feel unwell, please leave. We'll give you your money back.
Yeah, I walked out of Quantum of Solace. It was the first movie that I was going to see James Bond at the cinema. I
Yeah.
was so excited. Oh, finally, a James Bond movie that's come out in my time that I can watch at the movies. And then it was
shaky cam. Quantum of Solace, I
I'm
think
20 minutes in, and I'm like, if this is going to be any longer, I don't think I'll be handling that. And then
See,
right after I said that, they had that great car chase.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I've seen the best bit. I'm out. I'm going to go.
I don't even remember that from Quantum of Solace. I just think I think everyone agrees it's the weakest Daniel Craig James Bond film.
The movie was fantastic. I've seen it again on DVD, and it's a great film, but I just can't take that whole
the shaky cam stuff.
It was a big thing because they had Taken and that Bourne Identity movie, and stuff like that.
Look, the Bourne ones do shaky cam really well. Again, I love, for the second time tonight, I'll bring up Corridor Digital. They were doing stuff with Taken with the really shit editing in Taken, and the particular thing of jumping the fence, and they're just going like, what the fuck is this? Why are they cutting this like this? This is stupid. This makes no sense visually. It's just kind of sick. Samuel Butts McGee had a friend who got sick at Hardcore Henry.
Because they give you vertigo. Watching that film, I've heard. Yeah.
Oh, the Hitchcock movie Vertigo. It's got some camera shots.
No. Watching Hardcore Henry.
Oh, motion sickness. Yeah.
Yeah. Motion sickness, but yeah. The feeling of
in the real world, I'm not particularly prone to motion sickness. Mrs. Angry is. Like, when we travel and stuff, we've got to be careful about things. She'll get motion sickness. We went to see Cloverfield together, and there's a warning about motion sickness. So I said, just tell me if you feel anything. And at the end of it, she was like, I'm fine. I had very mild motion sickness in the cinema watching Cloverfield. I was a bit sort of, oof. And I said to Mrs. Angry, are you okay? And she's like, I'm fine. And but yeah, it remains one of my funniest cinema experiences, going to see Cloverfield, and on the carpet just outside the cinema, someone's spreading sand where they tried to clean up where someone ran out of the cinema and vomited. They didn't make it to the toilets.
Didn't quite make it there. Yeah.
It's pretty fucking funny. And I do love they put stuff into Cloverfield that it would be extremely hard to pick when you were watching it. So it's like, you only pick it if you have it on home video and you go frame by frame. There's thing, because someone's recording the night on a camera on a tape he probably shouldn't be, because he's taping over some stuff that the person who owns it probably doesn't want taped over. There's all stuff when he's out with his girlfriend, which is very interesting when it intersperses and whatnot. But there's one bit where they're shooting a bit where they're on a pier. It's like a holiday spot, pier in the ocean. And the alien actually splashes down in the alien ship comes down and splashes down in the water behind them. There's no way you would pick this watching it in the cinema. But if you've got it on home video and you're going frame by frame, you see this thing in the background. It was like, where did the monster in Cloverfield come from? It came from outer space. There's a bit in this video where it splashes down in the bay behind the pier. But yeah, it's and even the other two films that kind of got tagged into the Cloverfield worlds, like 10 Cloverfield Lane or whatever it's called, with John Candy. I like that.
John Goodman.
John Goodman, thank you. Yes. I like that movie. And there's the one where there's the astronauts on the space station seeing everything happen on Earth. I forget what the Cloverfield paradox.
I haven't seen that one.
I like that too. So put it on your list. Cloverfield paradox, I think, is worth watching.
Oh, what? I'm sorry. I love it when we discover movies that I haven't heard of. You know.
Yeah.
Like, how have I not heard of this movie? This is awesome.
Like it's not going on a list of greatest achievements in cinematic history, but in the context of Cloverfield, I think the Cloverfield paradox is pretty good.
Is that the dude from I keep asking this stupid question. Is that the dude from IT Crowd?
I don't even remember. I'm going to go with probably. So, but which dude are you talking about? I don't think Richard Ayoade is
the Scottish guy. No, the Irish guy.
Maybe it's so long since I saw it, I can't remember.
Chris O'Dowd. Yes, it is. There he is.
It is. It's Chris O'Dowd. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Senior Butts McGee. If you're a fan of Hardcore Henry, have you seen District B13?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that. What's that?
A little deep cut there for you, because you guys have been showing me films that I haven't heard of, like Chronicle and Cloverfield Paradox. So District B13. Oh, hello, I'm big.
There we go. No, I'm just changing the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're not filming, so that's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So Senor Butt says he has seen District B13. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, what's the time? You know what? Fuck it. I'm against my better judgment. I'm gonna make it like one more drink.
One more drinky poos, yeah.
Drinky. Oh, I kind of know what I'm gonna do as well. Okay. Let's get creative. Oh god, my knees fucked. Just getting up out of the chair. Every time now, like when I get up off the lounge or get off the chair, and it takes a while for my knees and ankles to work with me, I go, oh, what have I done? Let's go, oh no, I'm old. That's what's happening.
So I've stopped since the start of the year. I don't usually do New Year's resolutions, but I decided at the start of the year that I'm going to stop drinking soft drink.
Okay.
All soft drink altogether. The only soft drink I'm having is bubbled water.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going through them like a bat out of hell. Like I'm going through them like a slab a week. But it's just water, so big whoop. And I'm finding myself like very slowly losing weight.
Okay. But slow and steady is better than sudden, actually.
Yeah. Look, anything at all I'll take, like even if I drop 5 kilos by the end of the year.
Yeah. I'll take it. But if you drop 5 kilos, you've dropped 5 kilos.
Yeah, it's just, I hate sitting here and my belly's touching my leg,
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
I miss being normal weight,
Yeah. I find what I find is there's fluctuation in my weight, but the fluctuation range, the higher end of the fluctuation is getting lower, and the lower end of the fluctuation is getting lower. So,
yeah,
slow as it might be.
So it's not such a large fluctuation anymore. It's kind of steadying out or something, is it?
Mine fluctuates in about a 4 kilogram range. But when I say the fluctuation was that's gone up a bit, but the high end of the fluctuation is getting lower, and the low end of the fluctuation is getting lower. So
good. Again, that's good. Yeah,
in a perfect world, it would be more.
Are we still on for Tuesday? Can I hijack?
Doing another Home for the Elderly thing?
Yep. Is that cool? Just checking in advance.
Fuck yeah. I quite enjoy contributing to those ones.
I'm loving it. I think it's such a great little project that we've just stumbled onto.
Yeah, it's great.
Keeps me busy, like I'm usually up until, like 2:00 in the morning on Tuesday night, editing and stuff like that. But I love it, like it's a nice, it's a proper meaty project I can sink my teeth into.
Oh yeah, I edited
Book movie.
my third book movie,
Yep.
the Obituaria, hour and a half to edit it. I'm happy with the edit. Like it's very funny. It's like I was doing edit, like, oh, I forgot something. I have to go and basically go and shoot some B-roll. I have to go and do that.
Oh, okay.
I
Yep.
shot a bunch of B-roll. I'm really keen to actually show it because I've done something different with showing the bottles. So I'm happy with how that turned out. And then
on Tuesday, can you give us a preview
yeah,
again?
no, I'll show it on Tuesday.
Tuesdays? Yeah.
Because it's ready. I'll show it on Tuesday. It's like 6 minutes. And yeah, and then I realized I needed to shoot a bunch of B-roll I hadn't done, so I did that and edited it in. And then when I'd finished the edit, which took about an hour to it's really weird how a 6-minute video takes an hour to edit.
I know, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, those half-hour videos, I sit there and do them for like 4 or 5 hours. And if I could,
Yep.
I'd do it 10 times that, you know?
Yeah. Stella, hello. I really appreciate you just taking a moment to pass by and say hello. I hope everything is going well with you. Everything is great in my world. I hope everything's going great with you. But yeah, it took the first edit took about an hour for a 6-minute video. And then I watched it back and went, so no, I need to do some B-roll, edit that in, which actually didn't take long. And then, okay, I've got an edit and I watched it through and there was one shot. And the reason I'd missed it is I'd recorded it out of sequence because I remembered the thing. And it was just about framing. It was just about often I'm surprised when I shoot stuff on the camera. I look at it and go, that's not actually straight. I have to use the editing software to tilt it 1 degree.
Oh,
so
wow. Yeah.
right.
I've done that a few times.
It's a small thing. And there was one shot where I'd missed it and I hadn't done it. I'm going through the whole thing and I see this one shot and I go, why the fuck did I miss that? And then I realized I missed it because I shot it out of sequence and then I dragged it back in and I went, okay. And I was watching it and in my head, I'm going, no one is going to notice that but me. If I just leave that in, no,
but it's the book movie. You can't just leave it. It's the book movie, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, everything has to be.
And I was just like, but I have heaps of time. I don't have to worry. And it was literally, it was a 30-second fix to go back and find the shot and reframe it so it was straight, and then just re-render it. And so I'm happy with it turned out. But yeah, I'll show it on Tuesday night because I've done something different with how I show the bottles. And I'm quite keen to get some feedback on, okay, I've done the 2 styles of...
Did you use the same transitions?
No, it's different.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I thought we're going for a similarity thing where we're...
No, I've gone for something different. And that's why I won't do any spoilers, but it's different. And that's why I want to get some feedback. I've done the 2 styles of showing the bottles. Which one works better? Oh, no. Okay, still, it hasn't been the best. Oh, no, you're doing it AIDSy with the health stuff. Goodness. Okay, well, I am going to send all the positive vibes I can out into the world for you to just take on all those health challenges head on. Have you missed my finger escapades, by the way, Stella? Like 2+ months ago, so in November, I slipped in the rain. I was ostensibly helping my son move house. I had my car there and he was loading some boxes in and it was raining. And I get out of my car and this is so mundane. I was stepping up onto the footpath and it was wet and I slipped. So like I was stepping up on the gutter and one foot slipped and I was lunging forward and the other foot I sort of panicked, brought forward trying to get under me, but that kicked the gutter. So then neither of my feet were on the ground and I kicked the gutter. So my momentum and my force just fucking threw me and I face planted. Like it didn't feel like a fall. It was like I dived into the ground and I smashed into the ground. I was quite what I was worried about was my face because I could kind of taste blood. Because what happened, I smashed my face into the ground, and my teeth had pressed against my lip, and it wasn't really bleeding, but I could kind of taste blood. And I felt on here. I hadn't broken any teeth. I had an abrasion here under my nose and an abrasion on my chin, and I scratched the glass.
You scratched your face too.
I scratched my glasses, and I was like, "Oh God!" And I was also kind of pissed off because after I hit the footpath, I kind of slid a bit and ended up face down in a puddle. And I was literally just lying there going, "This is bullshit." And I was blowing bubbles in the puddle, just going, "Fuck this." And my son was just somewhat traumatized, and he's just going, "Oh shit, oh shit." And he's trying to pick me up, and I'm just, and also I think he could see me blowing bubbles, so he's worrying I was drowning. I wasn't drowning. I was just lying there going, "This is fucking bullshit." And he got me up, and I was feeling my face going, particularly I was really worried I'd smashed my teeth. And I was feeling all my teeth, and it's okay. It was okay. And I swear it was a couple minutes later, I looked at my hand, and this pinky was just at the wrong angle. And I was just going, "Oh, that's fucked. What is that?" And it's like, okay, get on the phone, find an urgent care center. It was like, I don't know, 10 or 15-minute drive away. And I was I think I was in shock because I wasn't feeling any pain. And because I'm in a manual car, so I have to change gears with this hand, and I'm not feeling any pain. And we drove to this clinic. I had to wait a couple of hours to be seen, which is better than going to emergency in hospital where you wait 6 to 12 hours to be seen. And all they did was strap it up. And then a couple of weeks later, I went to my GP, say, "Does this look okay?" And he goes, "No, that looks shit. I'm sending you to a hand surgeon." And I went and saw a hand surgeon. He went, "No, that's shit. It's not just a dislocated joint. Everything's fucked up there. We're going to have to operate." I've got I don't know if it's showing up there. I've got a scar going all the way around here where they cut it up and did a thing. And I still can't really bend that knuckle. Like, if I try and bend a fist here, this is the exercise I have to do. It's getting better. I feel like that is.
Being someone that's been sitting here watching you healing over the months, you have seen a massive improvement compared to the fact you could only do.
Like, I just try not to hurt myself. So it's like, so I'm going to see the hand therapist again on Tuesday, where I'm hoping she says I am improving, because I'm trying to get like way more aggressive with bending that knuckle.
Yeah.
With various exercises.
You can see if you look at the two little fingers of him.
Look at this. This is
look how fat it is,
you know, like how swollen it is compared to this one. Yeah. The knuckle particularly is all fucked up, and it's just like. But also, I think it looks better. I think it looks better than it did even a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, honestly, when I first took the bandage off, and of course there was a scab, and there was the stitches were dissolvable, but the knots were above the skin level, so I had to kind of pull them off. So I was given sort of a particular Band-Aid sort of thing that I wore for a couple of days, and when I peeled it off, it kind of pulled off the knots of the thing. But until I like pulled the scabs off, when it was a real Frankenstein vibe. And thank you, Stella, for laughing at the bubbles in the puddle. I was literally lying there, and I'm going like, I am face down in a puddle. I'm soaked down the front of my shirt and pants, and I'm just face down in a puddle going, "Fuck this shit." And it's not, I wasn't incapacitated, and I wasn't going to, I think my son thought I was going to drown in the puddle, but I was literally just lying there going, because I felt myself like I really aggressively face planted on the footpath, but then slid off into the gutter and into a puddle. And I'm just lying there going, "This is fucking bullshit."
Did you see the video today about the guy getting shot?
Oh yeah, the fucking ICE in the US shot another guy. And again, okay,
all the multiple different takes and stuff like that, like the one that showed the gun being pulled out of his holster, and then taken away right before he got shot and stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely raise questions with people who take guns to those rallies. I don't know the full story, but it's just like fucked. Senor Butts, I'm glad you enjoyed the film talk. I really enjoyed having you being part of it. Okay, Stella, you're going to trot off, and we'll give Abigail
another first person movie, POV movie. Was that Russian Ark? Was that a POV movie?
What was it called?
Russian Ark. It was it was most famous because in 2005 they were able to film a whole movie in one giant long take.
Oh, I am not familiar with that one, actually.
I remember seeing it at the cinema and being bored off my fucking brain, but at the same time, you know, like you got to reflect on it and go, that's really quite impressive because it was one single take.
Long takes is difficult.
Russian Ark. Yeah, that movie we watched just recently. Jay Kelly, I think it was called. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
That whole intro was just this long take where it was like setting up for the shot.
Yeah. Basically, Jay Kelly's a good movie.
2002.
Oh, talking about long shots and complex long shots, the TV series True Detective Season 1, there is this one bit that's because Matthew McConaughey's character is a drug cop doing a raid on a drug house, and there is this wild one shot that goes for minutes, and it's a raid on a house, and they're through the house, and they're up in the air, and they're going over fences. And
that's awesome! Yeah,
it's really
there's one shot, and then there's digitally, like 1917 was not one single shot. It was see you, Senor Butts. Thank you for geeking out.
It's good having you part of the movie talk.
Yeah, it's nice having another contributor in the movie geekness. Yeah. But 1917 was not one single long shot like Russian.
No, they faked it with digital effects.
It was 5 shots. I'm a big Sam Mendes fan, and I love him, but that wasn't one shot. Yeah,
no, but very clever filmmaking.
87-minute single steady cam sequence shot, and uses a fourth wall device which is broken and re-erected all the time. Like they kept on breaking down the set as it was going through it and stuff like that. It was really impressive. Yeah,
that's very clever filmmaking when they actually move stuff on sets. Yeah. Also, the Netflix streaming series, Adolescence. Each episode's a single shot.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
It's also very deep and hard hitting on the manosphere and the fucking corruption of young boys into this obnoxious hate world. It's very good. But Jesus Christ, on Adolescence, single shot, and they go from houses upstairs into rooms, back out of the house, into a car, out of the car, into a thing. And there's one episode that's in a school with all these school kids, and the complexity, and they even do stuff with handoffs to a drone, where it's like they're going stuff and they're going through windows and following people, and then there's ultimately a handoff to a drone which flies off and does an aerial shot and then goes back down, and someone on the ground grabs it off the drone and keeps the shot going.
Is this it? When a 13-year-old is accused of murder of a classmate, his family therapist and the detective in charge are all left asking what really happened?
Yep, that's it. It is a really young boy accused of murder.
That sounds awesome.
It is, and I love it from the story, because it's it's the fucking Andrew Tate manosphere shit. and misogyny and alienated young, well, it's boys really, because but also just as a film exercise, the fact that it's a single take, and the making of stuff, you watch it and there was so much planning and prep, as you can imagine, and they do rehearsals. So I think they had a certain amount of rehearsal, whereas we're going to rehearse it. It's like a theater thing. We're going to do it. We're going to do a lot of prep stuff where we talk through individual bits and whatnot. Then we're going to do rehearsals like theater, where we're going to do it from beginning to end. And then we're going to shoot it. And I think it was for each episode, they shot it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. They'd set everything up and go, okay, we're going. And they do it once in the morning. And if it fucked up, they would just stop and go, okay, we can't use this. And then they try again in the afternoon. Amazing. And what's interesting is it's not always the final take they used. Some of them were quite early on. They were we got it, but they were just we set this schedule. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to do it once in the morning and once in the afternoon for 5 days.
And that way it doesn't get people thinking, oh, they've already used that, we can just fuck around for this one.
Yeah.
Every single shot they take as serious as they can get.
And the lead is the central character, 13, 14-year-old boy who's never done any professional acting. He's fucking amazing. He's so good. The adults are fantastic. The adult actors are great, but they're adult actors. And it's just and they
other famous long shot that stood out to me was Children of Men. There's a scene where they're in the car and they get a whole bunch of people come out of the woods and start attacking the car and throwing stuff through the windscreen like Molotov cocktails and stuff like that. And the wife gets a bullet in the head and stuff. That's all one long shot. That blew me away. Another one was the Goodfellas take where he's walking into
coming in through the kitchen into the
club.
That's great. Yes.
The first one that I ever got introduced to a long shot was it's a Tim Robbins film, and I think it's De Palma who directed it.
Is that where he's the politician?
Tim Robbins one. The player.
Robert Altman. Shout out to Ray's. Dude, I was about to go to bed, but Ray's has just jumped in to say,
oh, hey, Ray's, yeah.
Are you working tonight? Is that what's happening?
Well, would he be on?
So did you find what the Tim Robbins film was?
Yeah. Tim Robbins did The Player in 1992.
Yes, I love that film. Yes.
Robert Altman movie.
That's an Altman one, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be a shithouse bloody Australia Day tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot what I named the stream. It was who can work out what I was saying. The name of the stream was Straya Dave. Do you get what I was doing there? You got to say it in a really broad Australian accent.
Straya Dave.
Straya Dave. So what tomorrow is Australia Day? Yeah. What's the day before the day? What's the day before Christmas?
Isn't it Australia Eve?
Australia Dave.
Oh, Australia Eve, yeah.
You got to be super Aussie. Today's Australia Dave. And everyone, and the rest of the world's going, what, Dave? What do you... Sorry, I completely forgot. I wanted that to be a thing where people tried to guess what the joke was.
When you loaded up the theme of the day, which is about 3:30 my time, it comes up. I'm sitting there going, yep, I'm sure he's got this idea of what topic it's going to be, but I got a funny feeling it's going to be about the shooting all through the stream.
No,
no. If Justin and Suffer were here, it probably would have been, but they weren't on tonight.
Yeah, but we just did movies, and I like.
Oh that. Yeah, I'm glad we did. Actually, it was much more. after seeing that today. It was so negative.
Yeah, no, that was awful.
You know?
That
Yeah.
was absolutely awful.
Yeah, no, good luck tomorrow, Race. I hope you don't get
if you're
yourself hurt
trying to
or anything.
wrangle Straya Day crowds.
Bit of knocking on wood for you, okay, buddy?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, screw time. I need a new plastic eye. This is really fading.
Do we get some kudos for my Straya Dave idea? I don't know.
Yeah, it would have been really impressive if you did a Australian Adam yesterday, but you went on
Straya Day Eve.
I really love that whole thing you do where you do like the day before Eve. And you call it Adam. That cracks me up every single time. Yeah.
The original sort of social media memes I saw were people, and I think it was maybe women joking about it. You know, Christmas Adam comes before Christmas Eve and is disappointing, and some guy gets really upset about it, and the women come back. Oh, someone had a bad Christmas Adam, and it was just. Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to go to bed. Oh yeah, 11. Just did an extra hour.
Not too bad. Yeah.
I kind of like every half hour today. I was going, oh, I don't even have to go to work tomorrow. That's magic.
Sure, it was nice and full tonight. We got someone watching The Equalizer.
Yeah.
We've got someone watching The Pit.
I've only watched the first episode of the first season of The Pit, and I liked it. But Mrs. Angry, because she works in the health system, she's just like, this is too much like work. I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I completely understand.
It's too realistic for its own good.
Everyone says it's one of the grittiest, most realistic medical things.
Yeah, but that's good though. Like for some people, not necessarily someone who's
right up there with the senior doctors wanting to commit suicide. It was just like,
wow, it's actually happening it too, does it? Yeah.
That's a central thing with the senior doctors are under so much stress that at the end of their shift, they're on the roof of the hospital going, yeah, if I just took an extra step off the ledge here, I don't have to worry about anything anymore.
Like, you think they could just do another, like being a doctor, you think they could just switch up and do like another type of doctoring, you know?
Yeah, and it's too much, which also kind of ties into the series, what was it called? The Nick, which is set in the early 20th century in a New York hospital called the Knickerbocker, when surgery was still experimental.
Yeah.
And most surgery patients would die.
So
doctors who were doing it, they tended to be drug addicts because they had access to really good drugs. But when patient after patient died, doctors who were really accomplished doctors would just be like, I can't fucking do this anymore. And they would just OD.
Ray, it's funny you say that because I just saw on Reddit this video of like 20 car pileup of all these trucks and stuff like that, where they couldn't stop on ice, and you know, like some of them are coming in
black ice, no traction whatsoever.
And then there's like, you think, oh, they did a good job stopping, and then the car right behind them is coming in at like 150 kilometers an hour.
So your fiance doesn't want to drive it. Yeah, no.
I don't blame her.
That whole swath of the US with the ice storms, like reading, and the roads are one thing, and when you're not there, when it's not a massive pileup, because that's horrific, but just even on suburban streets, and this happens in New York and whatnot, you see people who think, I can drive my car somewhere, and they start, and then they've got no traction in because there's a slope on the road. Their car just slides, and they're just like, I can't do anything. I can't. Braking does nothing. Accelerating does nothing. I'm just sliding down this slope.
Jeez.
When it's not a massive pileup and it's just someone sliding, it's mildly humorous. But when I saw this thing in some areas, the temperature drop happens so fast, the trees explode because there's moisture in the trees. There's water in the trees. And the temperature drop happens so fast, the moisture in the trees freezes and expands rapidly and pushes the wood past its flexibility point, and the wood is flexing and then just ruptures and fucking explodes. So there are areas of the US where they've got to worry about exploding trees.
Mm.
And so her road's completely white with ice. Yeah, no, we see the videos. And a few people I know in the US who know about this shit, they were posting stuff like, I'm mortified about what's going to happen in the first couple of years. Just like people who feel like they've got no alternative but to drive somewhere, and you just can't do it.
Before you go, Angry, did you watch the Criterion Closet video with the chick from Silence of the Lambs, Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster just jams so much stuff into
I
her
was
bag.
thinking that, and she's got all the expensive box sets.
She got all the box sets, and she's
like
just going, I'm just going, and I'm
done.
going. She got about $1,000 worth of Criterion discs. It was so good. I just love it when it's not often, but sometimes people just go, I'm taking this and I'm taking this, and they end up with just so much. I reckon Jodie Foster had somewhere near $1,000 worth of Criterion.
Yeah, well, you've seen those? How much those Criterion box sets go?
The box sets are amazing,
even
and
on
they're
sale, they're like
$100.
$100 a pop. You know, like
Yeah.
just so expensive. But gave me some great ideas for movies though. That
Yes, I noticed. I keep noticing every time there's one of those Criterion
video,
you add
or
them.
Verge videos. There's that other group that you sent me towards as well. Yeah, I'll watch them and I'll go, oh, I need that. You know, yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, see, this is what's sick in the US. It happens in Australia, but it happens more in the US. Ray's fiance being compelled to stay in the hospital and sleep there rather than go home.
She has a mental pills though she needs that.
Yeah, and it's just like everything's fucked in the US, honestly. I swear to God.
Mate, it's we
but
can't
anyway,
say that around Ray's because Ray's wants to go there and he will not be looked at fondly if we're calling it a fucking.
Can't show his social media history.
Right. It has an
right.
amazing president.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go to bed.
Probably.
No. Oh my God. So Tuesday's meant to be 44 Celsius in Melbourne.
Oh,
so
really?
I know it's just, but some areas in like the desert in sort of northeast South Australia near the New South Wales border are meant to be getting to 50 Celsius and above. It's just like, and there are people there.
44 in Melbourne alone is crazy shit.
44 is a health risk. 50 Celsius, humans literally cannot survive. If those people don't have the proper shelter and cooling, they will fucking die.
Yeah, we had a big problem in the 80s. Those old grandmas would carcass.
This week there are going to be a lot of deaths from heat stress. And even young people
can't make it on Tuesday night. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sorry.
No, go Tuesday night. What were you saying?
If you can't make it on Tuesday night because it's too fucking hot, I totally get it. But just let me know, okay? So I can
I'm 99% likely to be around. I'll have the air conditioning on. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be okay, won't you? Yeah.
I'll have the air conditioning on. It'll be fine. So long as the power doesn't go out, which there's honestly a 50-50 chance, all of Melbourne is running air conditioning.
Knocking on wood for that one too, yeah.
But I'll post if everything goes to
send me a DM if you can't make it. That's all.
If power goes out, that's it. If the power goes out, Mrs. Angry and I will just be sitting in the jacuzzi with cold water going.
Up your luck.
We do. Again, I swear to God, I think this house was built by a swinger in the 70s because the master bedroom doesn't just have a jacuzzi big enough for a couple of people.
There's a mirror on the roof.
The wardrobes, floor to ceiling mirrors. I swear to God.
Oh wow.
The master bedroom was designed by a swinger in the 70s.
Are they those drag opens?
Yeah, he dragged the doors and stuff.
That was a big thing. All the houses had those back in the 80s and 90s.
I'm just going the combo of the jacuzzi and the floor to ceiling mirrors.
Yeah.
That
is a bit sus when you add them together like that. Actually,
it's a bit sus. I think it's a bit sus. But anyway, again, the only thing that'll stop me from streaming on Tuesday is a power failure. And honestly, that's a risk. So but I'll still have my phone. Theoretically, I'll be able to post to internets like if the
just
power's
message
gone out,
me from the jacuzzi.
power's
Can't
out.
make it, Charlie.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that'll stop me is if the power goes out. But say la vie, can't predict anything. So you'll take care. See you another time.
Have a good day relaxing tomorrow.
That's my plan for tomorrow. Chill.
Yep. Hey, it's Australia Day, so you can stay at home and not cook sausages and not wave a flag and not buy
I think I've got some
Chinese
sausages.
cheap
I can
things
cook
with
some
flags
sausages.
printed
Who
on them.
knows?
You can just do it here. The idea of Australia Day when I was growing up is we're confident enough in our country that we don't need to have fucking things draped over our bodies to show who we are.
Guys who wear flag capes are fucking weird.
Yeah, that only happened after 9/11. It was we saw America go nuts with flags and stuff like that, and we went, "Oh, let's jump on that bandwagon," like.
Yeah, fucking weirdos.
I'm chatting too much. See you later, mate.
See you all later. Bye for now. Bye.
You are totally fucked!